Welcome back. Spring is almost here. The flowers are starting to pop. Fruits and veggies are soon on their way. One way to get locally grown produce is to join a CSA. Here to explain what that is Holly Hutchison with the Pacific Northwest CSA Coalition. Welcome.
Hi, Lacey. It is so nice to be here.
Yes, we're glad you're here. So CSA stands for Community Supported Agriculture.
That's right.
Tell us more about it and why it's beneficial.
So community supported agriculture is a radical food system. It benefits the eater, us, the community, and it benefits the farmer as well. So the community gets beautiful, fresh food right when it's picked, and the farmer gets all of the money instead of just a portion of the money, which is what happens when you go to a grocery store. The farmer is able to plan their season, plan the number of people they're growing for, and have a more viable business.
Yeah, and farmers markets are still maybe a month or so away, so people might not be thinking about fresh produce, local produce right now, but now is the time to sign up, you say?
Totally. So this is when the farmers are planning out their season, and so CSA is membership based. You subscribe to a farm. And so finding that farm is what you do right now, right? Because you'll start getting the vegetables maybe May, June, but sign up now because there's not an infinite number of shares out there. You got to buy them now.
Okay, good to know. Is a CSA affordable?
A CSA is affordable. It seems a little daunting at the beginning because sometimes there's an upfront at the beginning of the year payment, which like a regular subscription, right? But there are lots of farms that have different ways to pay for it, and so sometimes they can do a monthly payment. One thing that we love to talk about is SNAP. So we run a program called Double Up Food Bucks. So if people want to purchase a share with SNAP, they actually get half of the share for free with Double Up Food Bucks. We subsidize the other half.
And then a good point we were discussing earlier is that, the SNAP benefits get loaded at the beginning of the month. So a lot of times when they're at the grocery store, they have to find a lot of shelf-stable foods. But this way, yes, they're paying up front, but they get the fresh fruits and vegetables every week.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a really great way for people who have SNAP to not only get the best food, the highest nutrition, best delicious, most tasty food every week, but they also get to support their local farmers.
Yes, yeah. The CSA Share Fair event is this weekend. Tell us about that.
We are so excited. This is the 11th year we've been putting the event on. This year we're going to be at the Red again. We're so happy that you could trust partners with us on this. And it's Sunday morning, starts at 11 o'clock. There are going to be over 40 farms there. And the real reason to go is we do matchmaking. So CSA, if you've never done it before, it can be pretty daunting. There are over 100 farms in the state that do this. We will help you find the farm that meets your eating lifestyle. Like if you're a vegetarian, if you're only one person, if you cook all the time, like we will talk to you, we'll find out, what you want, and then we'll help you find the farm that matches what you're looking for.
Love that, love that. And this is an example of what you can get, right?
Yeah, so winter vegetables are amazing. More and more of our farmers are growing throughout the entire season, and this is all what is in season right now. So this is from my CSA, and I'd like to point out some of the interesting vegetables here. There's a lot more vegetables. So our farmers grow like 150 different crops. Yeah, they're crazy. And so all of these things can come from your CSA. And just some of my favorites, this is a watermelon radish. So when you look at it, it's got this gorgeous color, right? And so you'll find a lot of chefs using this right around now in their salads. You just slice it really thin, add it to a salad. You can saute it. Beautiful.
All right, this guy though, not so pretty looking. What is that?
This is a crazy vegetable, but it is one of my favorites. This is celeriac. Yes, it is related to celery.
Okay.
If you do not like the stringiness and the kind of the strong flavor of a celery, this is going to be your best friend. So it is ugly. It's a root. You pull it out of the ground, but you just chop off all the ugly bits.
And can you cook with it just like celery?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you just chop off this and you get the peel off, and inside is this gorgeous, here, smell.
Oh, smells like celery.
It smells like
awesome.
celery. All you do is you cube it, you toss it with a little salt and olive oil and roast it. And so it's like a potato, but it's got a slightly sweet, slightly celery flavor to it.
I love it. I would not have known that if you hadn't brought this today, because I've never seen that in a grocery store. So tell people one more time the details of this weekend's event.
Yeah, so Share Fair is Sunday at The Red. It is from 11 o'clock till 2 o'clock. Bring your kids. There's going to be a cookbook swap. If you've got a tired cookbook, bring it on in. We'll swap it on out for something new.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you
Appreciate it.
so much.
We'll be right back.